Okay, I am going to do a video, just some research for those who have been looking at the crypto market and you're like, man, there's a lot of stuff. There's a process I go through. I'm not going to go through all that for this video, but I thought I would go through some of the interesting projects. The cryptocurrency is all about the technology and projects. And yes, there's a business aspect to cryptocurrency. Every business, whether it's technology or any other type of business, has to make money. So that's great. We're evolving in our technology. We're moving forward from where we're at now. We're moving from Web 1.0 to 2.0 to 3.0 to Web 4.0. We're interactive. Internet of Things, where all devices are connected. So you got to understand that this world of technology is going to continue to grow. We either get with it or we get left behind. So I'm staying on top of it, and I hope that you do too. But what I'm going to talk to you about today is Telcoin. This is an amazing project. I'm telling you, if you are interested in getting to crypto, me personally, this is one of the first ones I would consider looking at. Now, of course, let me start off with this. This is for information purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I want you just to get in touch with this cryptocurrency and what's going on in the blockchain and what this stuff means. Basically, what we're talking about here is a particular currency called Telcoin. Now, let's talk about this company. So looking at this research, I talked about this a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, and this price was a lot less than this. It's already doubled its price in the 2 weeks ago that I posted this. But that's not the amazing thing about this coin. Let's talk about this coin a little bit further. Currently, its market cap is at $190 million. When I looked into this particular project, it had a market cap of about 4 million. So that's in less than a month. This thing has skyrocketed. And over the last probably about 3 months, 90 days, it's went up over 2,100%. That's again, 2,100%. So if you had invested like $100 or $125 for some Telcoin, you would have thousands of dollars, probably close to $3,500 for the $125 that you actually invested. Crazy gains, crazy. So just imagine if you had bought a million coins, and a million coins back last year when I was purchasing these coins were about $125 for a million coins. $125. Now those same million coins are 3,500, and it's just getting started. So we're going to go through this. Currently, the market price of Telcoin is going. The market cap is 190 million. In the last 24 hours, it looks like this coin has made a total of $7,148,000 in 24 hours. That's pretty impressive. The current price is underneath a cent. Looks like we have about 0.3 of a cent, almost a fourth of a cent. It's down currently about 2.4%, but that's a little bit. Bitcoin earlier this week twice had a big pullback. And what that means is when Bitcoin goes up, people want to sell for profit. So just like stocks, as Bitcoin goes up, these other coins typically will follow them. Some will go with Bitcoin up, some go down when Bitcoin goes up. It's a market. It's its own ecosystem, So it's just like the stock market, things go up and down. Well, when people take profit, what happens is they're going to sell their coins because they're making some money. And so you'll see those price drops. And that's when it's a good time to get in the market if you see some good coins. Now, this is one of those coins that I suggest that you take a really good look at. Now, let's go through a little of the stats with this Telcoin. So I was looking here, and let's look at the stats. So in the last 1 year, 1,324% is the type of gains that is averaged in the last 1 year. In the last 30 days, 362%. It's unheard of. And here, the all-time low. So that's been the lowest price this coin has been was 12 months ago. And it was averaging, I don't even know how much that is. It's like 4.06474, maybe 1/100th of a cent. I mean, that's cheap. And since that time, it's come up 5,301%. 5,000. 100%. If you have $100 and you get 100%, that's $200, right? You got $100, you get 100% of that dollar back, those dollars back. That's $200. This thing this was in March 13th, 2020. This thing has been up 5,301%. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Absolutely beautiful. So this coin is amazing. So I want to go into some research. I want to see what's going on with this coin. I want you to see what's going on with this coin. So if you're interested in this coin, you need to take a look at it. So I went back and I saw this from August the 7th, 2019. And it talks a little bit about Telcoin. So what Telcoin is, it says Telcoin is an open source project with the goal of providing long-term energy efficient cryptocurrency with enhanced privacy and security features. Built on the foundation of Bitcoin, Dash, and PIB, innovations such as proof of stake protocol has been implemented to help further advance the field of cryptocurrency along with obfuscation and masternode capability. So basically, Telcoin is a cryptocurrency used by telecommunication companies. So you can imagine your big phone carriers, and not just the United States. You need to think globally, all over the world. There's these telecommunication companies, whether it's a prepaid cell phone, your long distance cell phones. Just imagine telecommunications, 5G, 3G, 4G, all over the world. And here's some things you can do with Telcoin. You can do instant peer-to-peer transfers. It runs without having a central server. So if you want to transfer money to someone, you can send money from one account to another, kind of like that Cash App, if you think about it. That's a good way to look at it. And it's supposed to be cheaper and less fees for banks, businesses, and individuals to send money back and forth. So that's huge. It's anonymous Telecoin transactions. So they have this with cryptocurrency, this ability to be anonymous. And that's really important for certain things, for privacy and security. We've seen all the breaches and issues for years with credit cards and people hacking your information. So the ability to stay anonymous is really important in the decentralized location. That's one of the perks of blockchain. Easy money transfer, executes transactions easily back and forth. So here's just a little bit about Telcoin, about what they do. And it talks about, their proof of work versus proof of stake, and that's outside the scope of this one, but that basically means how people are able to, technical things, how they're able to mine this coin. That's outside the scope of this. Now, going a little bit into the community, I want to see, because in January, just a few weeks ago, I was sitting there and I was looking at this Telcoin. I had bought a significant amount of these coins. And I saw my profits just skyrocket. And I mean, it was phenomenal. It's still phenomenal. And I said to myself, this is going to retire a lot of people. I mean, if you're looking for something that is amazing, this is going to retire a lot of people. But a lot of people didn't even see it. They didn't see it because they're so focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum and these big coins. They hear crypto. And the only thing they think about is Bitcoin because that's all they know. So I wanted to give you this information so you can look into this project, and I'm telling you, this is going to change lives. Absolutely. If you're looking at it from just a business aspect, this is amazing. Well, here's a community update. First, this was stated on January 29th, 2021. It's about 6 minutes. I'm just going to skim through it. Telcoin is happy that it's moving from the 2020 to 2021 off to a great starting point. Telcoin has an application in the Apple Store and Play Store, Google, and also they're already talking about the version 2 and 3. They've overcome a lot of milestones that they're discussing as well. So here's some things they're going to be doing. They're coming back hard. They're pending store app approvals, which they have already completed now, both iOS and Android. Also, they revamped their under the hood aspect to those applications. They're taking different money rails such as Bitcoin and other different fiat. So fiat is another word of saying Japanese yen, pesos. Fiat is just a way to generalize anybody's money for different countries. So they're able to take that. Now, they're doing an initial release in Canada. This was 2 weeks ago. When they released this Telcoin application in Canada, the market went crazy. The market for Telcoin went absolutely crazy. I saw that coin double. You look at my video on the video 2 weeks ago, and look at video number 1. That was my first cryptocurrency video, and I talk about Telcoin. Then look a week later, in video number 2, I talk about Telcoin. Crazy. You can see right there it was going up, and now it's 2 times more. 5,123% it has increased in 12 months. This is going crazy. Now, why is it blowing up so much? Then we got to think outside the box. So if you think about how you get paid, you go to work and you work for 2 weeks, you get paid by the hour. Every 2 weeks you get paid. That's great. But a lot of people throughout the world don't get paid that way. You know, there's labor workers. We can think about construction workers, people who work in agriculture. They get paid differently. And around the world, this is true too. It's many people, billions of people who don't have banks. So Telcoin allows people to do things called remittance. And that allows you to pay someone. So you imagine you go into the barbershop and you get your hair cut and you only have your cell phone. That's your bank. And you're able to have a transfer like a Cash App to someone. Well, around the world, this is normal business. And Telcoin is saying, hey, we're going to be the leader in that space and telecommunications. So since that's such a huge thing around the world, getting paid, as you can imagine, they're saying, hey, we have an answer and solution. And I'll tell you one thing about technology. In technology, if there's a problem and you can resolve it and you can make it easy and simple for people, that's going to be big. So you tell me, is receiving money that you are owed after working significant? Absolutely, right? So they released in Canada that's just in January. And I saw double gains, double. But they're not done. They're going to be merging with Gcash, a partnership with Gcash, and Gcash is the largest money platform in the Philippines with over 33 million users. 33 million users, and they haven't got there yet. We just hit Canada in Telcoin, and they're going to go to the Philippines. They're going to go to Australia, and let me look up this too. Australia. There it goes. Yep. So here it goes. Canada is the first of 4 initial sending markets that Telcoin is entering for fiat remittances. Remember, fiat means money, followed by Singapore, Australia, and the US of A. Our launch quarter in the Philippines will immediately be competitive by way of our direct connection partnership with Gcash, the largest mobile platform in the Philippines with over 33 million users. Hey, look, I'm not great at math, but I know one thing. If we saw double gains and 5,136% gains in 12 months, and they didn't even have an app yet, they just got an app for iOS and Android, and they hit Canada 2 weeks ago when you saw my video, and what happened? It doubled, and it's at it's a little bit under 1/4%. What's going to happen when they actually enter these other markets like Australia, Singapore, and the United States? The United States, where they're competing with Cash App, and you can send money cheaper, and telecommunication companies can offer this as a reward. This is huge. And what I love about it the most, that a lot of people are not paying attention to, is this thing right here. It's called their compliant path to Telcoin is KYC. That's called Know Your Client. It's against the law in the United States and most countries not to have some type of regulatory efforts around knowing the person who has these accounts, whether it's a bank account or whatever. We saw what happened during 9/11, right? So that's why these things were started, so that those type of issues would happen. So they're saying, hey, we're going to be, although we're crypto, we're going to be compliant with the laws of the U.S. and in every country. No other place is doing that I can find. This technology, Telcoin, is going to be huge. Just imagine if you own 1 million coins and you only got them for 1/4%. We're talking about it will cost you about a few $100 to get thousands of coins. $100 will probably buy you about 2,900 coins right now. 2,900. And what happens if it hits $1? Talking about $2,900 right there. If it hits a few cents, 3 cents, you're making thousands of dollars. So that is really cool. And then finally, I found this. This is on 2/24, today's date. Check this out. History in the making. Telcoin Paul, Mark Quidal, and a Senator Flood gave powerful testimonies at the Nebraska legislature with clear goal of turning the state into fintech and blockchain innovation. That's huge. That is huge. Telcoin has met with the senator of Nebraska, and they're trying to make this a test pilot for financial institutions in that state. The senator of Nebraska and Telcoin, the CEO of Telcoin, met today to make way for Telcoin. Who else is doing that? Nobody. Nobody. Just imagine the banking systems. If Nebraska itself and the legislature of Nebraska takes us on and show the proof of concept of the United States and show how the Telcoin is in compliance with the KYC to know your client. Oh, this is going to be huge. This is huge. So look, I'm going back. This is just a quick video. I'll go over Telcoin. Look, mark my words. Let's look at a little bit. Mark my words. This is going to be absolutely huge. It already is huge. I mean, the gains right here, 1,324% gains in a year, 5,306% gains in 12 months since March the 13th, 2020. This is crazy. This is crazy. It shows all the markets. It's offered on KuCoin. It's offered on Crypto.com. It's sponsored this. That's not where they offer it. Uniswap, HitBTC. This is all the place. And look at the liquidity. Liquidity is how much people are buying and selling. Wow. This is a project you cannot sleep on. So that's all I have. I just wanted to do a quick video on Telecoin cryptocurrency. This is a great project. If you are watching and you watch my video number 3, it shows you how to get cash out and to a KuCoin, and that's one exchanges that Tel is being offered on. You might want to consider doing that cash out now. Now, and sending that Bitcoin to your KuCoin account and buying some Telcoin. That's just, educational purposes only. Remember, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you, I bought a lot of Telcoin and it's done really, really well. Really well. So you might want to consider it. There's a lot of good projects out there, but for those who are trying to get started, they never have tried to invest before. I mean, you can try to do the Bitcoin thing, but I feel like that boat is already passed. I mean, it's already at $50,000, $57,000. I mean, I don't have $57,000 just to throw on a coin, But I'd have this one. I can tell you from personal experience, I've done fantastic, and I think that you will appreciate this a lot more. Mark my words. Watch this project and see what happens when you see this thing hits. Get there early. Do not wait on this and say, hey, I have it the next day, because once it takes off and it's already been taken off, you're still in the early stages. This is going to be fantastic. So this is just one coin. Wanted to do this quick video, this research video to show you about this Telcoin. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. Take care.